the tape. Potter younger by 2 years, Williams 27. He's got the height advantage, the big weight advantage over a stone, and the reach, 3 inches in that. While Potter only made his debut in 97, this may be a little bit too soon. He's had slightly less fights. Rounds boxed as well, knockout percentage favours Williams, but watch Potter early.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials appointed for this contest, the British Boxing Board of Control, steward in charge, Dr. Cecil Ross. The timekeeper, Mr. Peter McCann from Harrow in Middlesex, and the referee from Wolverhampton, one of Britain's leading referees and one of the leading referees in the world, Mr. John Coyle. Sponsored by Energising Red Square, the champion drink that packs a punch, Frank Warren, proudly presents a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the Commonwealth and vacant British heavyweight championship. Between and introducing the boxers, and firstly, fighting out of the red corner, he wears the black trunks and comes from Walthamstow. He weighed in at 16 stone 10 pounds and holds a 16-fight professional record, 14 wins, 10 wins by way of knockout with 2 losses. He comes to the ring, the Southern Area heavyweight champion. Please welcome Walthamstow's Mark Potter. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with red. He comes from Brixton in South London. He weighed in at 18 stone 1 pound. He holds a 22-fight professional record, 21 wins, 17 wins coming within inside the distance with 1 loss. He comes to the ring as the current Commonwealth and WBO Intercontinental Champion. Please welcome Brixton's very own Danny Williams. Mr. John Coyle will now give the instructions to both boxers.
Obey my instructions at all times, display good sportsmanship, and obey the rules, okay? Good luck to you both.
John Coyle, the man who was felled by Mike Tyson in that clash with Lou Savaris. Here we go, East London versus South London, and as Mark Potter's been saying, a throwback to the old fights from the Shoreditch Town Hall, and there's a bit of needle too between them. Potter may start very quickly. He's got Williams down with the right hand. Williams said it's a slip, and John Coyle does not rule it a knockdown.
Well, I would have done, Adam. No question, a punch landed, a punch caused the slip, if you like, so I think Williams is very lucky to be let off there. Okay, he did lose his footing, but it was the punch that caused him to do that. We thought Potter would steam forward. He said he will break Danny Williams' heart, and he's going for broke early. The plumber from Walthamstow. Good shots going in. Williams comes back with a left hand. An explosive start to the British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles, both on the line. These are good tactics from Potter. He's not allowing Williams to use his ability, so Williams will have to react to this and have to start blazing back. Yes, Williams must pump out the jab. He can't switch off. He does in fights, Danny Williams. And he can't afford to do it with a man of Mark Potter's determination in there. He's not enjoying this quick beginning, Williams, at all. I wonder if Potter's just putting all his eggs into an early basket. Just the 3 rounds. I can last 3 rounds at full blast. And here comes the first one. Yes, I think that is the tactics from their corner. Right. Goes through, back comes Williams with a left and a right hand. And a good, forceful jab too follows. Great action in the opener. Potter goes for the body, and Williams has had problems with weight in the past. He's come in at 18-1. I think 18-1 is not a bad weight for Williams. He's been far heavier than that, and over his last half dozen fights he's been 18 stone plus in all of them, so 18 stone 1's okay. Noticed he does fight in bursts, Williams.
He did that with Harry Senior when he won the Commonwealth crown, which he's defending. Back of the head from Potter.
And actually, Potter's defensive boxing hasn't been bad either. The counters that have come back, he's managed to slip most of them. This is an excellent start from Potter. Dipping before he throws the shots.
Well, he's had wins in 14 seconds and 20 seconds of the first round before, Mark Potter. He's gone for it and may have been unlucky with that knockdown. It should be interesting to see. Williams tries to get off the ropes. But what a start for the Walthamstow underdog.
Well, I'll be interested to catch this on replay.
Well, I think this was about 7 seconds from the opening bell. Let's have a look. Left to the body there, and a right hand.
That was no question, that was right. OK, Williams wasn't hurt, but you don't have to be hurt for it to be called a knockdown. There's no doubt in my mind that was a punch. Bang. He lost his footing, but the punch caused him to lose his footing. Cruel luck on Potter. And how fired up was Potter in that first round? Definitely, he's looking for an early finish. I don't think he fancies a 12-round grueling battle. But with 1 week's notice, he's going for an early finish and wasn't far away from it a couple of times in the first round.
How much would that have taken out of Potter, though? Here's the second. Commonwealth and vacant British heavyweight titles on the lines. Mark Potter, the 25-year-old, is caught by Danny Williams. He says no knockdown, it was the back of the head. This time John Coyle counts it. And Williams comes right back.
Well, for me, that punch didn't land on target. It was the back of the head, it looked like. We'll have a look at that one on replay too. We're going to spend the night on replays for this fight, I think.
Controversial knockdowns apiece. In comes Potter. In the black trunks, remember. Part-time plumber, whose manager Frank Maloney at the British Awards last weekend said, "You've got an award." He said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Yes, you've got Danny Williams next Saturday." Good body punches by Williams.
No, I think that's a low blow.
Was that low
punch? It looked low to me, and the reaction I got. And I don't think Potter's the kind of guy to play act. So I take it that one was definitely low. It looked low, the reaction was immediate, and as I say, Potter is not the kind of guy who would pull stunts like this, so we're going to take that was low, Adam.
Yes, he looks genuinely hurt, Mark Potter, just taking time out. Let's have a look. How low was it? Yep.
No question, that was below the belt, well below the belt.
Well, what a start. Williams' right hand landed clean.
Potter should cover up and take this blast on his arms and shoulders. Don't fight against this. I think Williams wants to try and put him in his place, but it won't last long. It'll last for 10 seconds. He'll go back into his shell. So Potter wants to tighten up a little bit at this stage.
And now Williams slips just on the canvas. And now another timeout called by John Coyle. 1 point away from Danny Williams. What was that for?
Another low punch. It must be another low punch which we didn't catch. I thought it was something to do with his slip.
Does it look like he slipped on some sweat or water on the canvas? Well, this is an old-fashioned brawl with plenty of controversy.
Well, it looks as though the needle at the weigh-in wasn't an act.
Williams tries the left hook. Back comes Potter. Yeah, Williams just rubbed his nose in at the weigh-in to Potter, who didn't like that. And a bit of blood from the nose of Mark Potter. Good left hands, though, and a right uppercut. 10 knockouts out of 14 for Potter. 21 wins for Williams, 17 stoppages. There's some heavy blows going on in the ring. That's better from Williams.
Well, this is the kind of fight we were hoping for. Every bit as good as we hoped.
Good left hand from Williams. Back comes Potter. They take a breather, and finally John Coyle has to split them up. How about this for a start to a domestic heavyweight fight?
I wonder if Potter's blowing a little bit already. He's put an awful lot into the first couple of rounds here.
And Williams has been working on fitness with Jim McDonnell, but he's slow, sitting on his stool. Well, let's have a look. 6 seconds into the second round, this is what happened.
I mean, that was the shoulder. That was no way was that a knockdown. It was the shoulder or it was the back of the head. I mean, no way was that a punch landing on target, no way. The only good news is the point deduction probably evened up points-wise, and I scored down to Potter. That was definitely low, no question. But for me, that's two bad mistakes from probably one of the best referees in the business.
And again, that looked on the borderline to me, that one.
I wonder if John Coyle maybe balanced the books with that. I wonder there's a possibility he was just balancing the books. He's a top-class referee, nothing but respect for this man. But for me, he's just made a couple of slip-ups here.
How do you score the first 2 rounds?
Well, I've scored them both to Potter, because I think the point deduction levelled up the knockdown, and I've scored both rounds 10-9 to Potter.
Third round then. Danny Williams in the white and red from Brixton, who's been down on the floor, as has Mark Potter. The Walthamstow fighter, both very religious men outside the ring. And both feel this is their time to shine. All the attention on Audley Harrison of late, winning his Olympic gold medal. They said this is the professional game and we'll show him how to do it. The question is, Mark Potter, how long can he keep the attacks going? He was fit and meant to be fighting an 8-rounder on this undercard. Williams due to fight Mike Holden. Holden pulled out and Potter stepped in. And Danny Williams has got a problem with his shoulder. I think it's come out of his socket on the right side. There's a serious, it looks like Carl Thompson's injury against Ralph Rocchigiani a few years ago for the WBO title, and Jim McDonnell looks a worried man in the corner. Keep your eye on Danny Williams' right arm, because there is a serious problem, we think, at ringside with Danny Williams' shoulder. Yes, look how limp it is. He can't throw it.
He's not throwing it at all. Yeah, there's a problem there, definitely.
And Potter's seen it. He's going in with the left hooks. And Jim McDonnell's looking on. I don't know whether they're going to pull Williams out. He's got to go for it, Danny Williams.
Well, I tell you what, a show of courage from Williams. Anyone else would have walked to the side here. What a show of courage from this man.
Carl Thompson had the same nightmare injury 5 years ago, and it's happened to Danny Williams in the third round. What on earth is Williams going to do, and does Potter know about it? Frank Maloney's in the corner, they're trying to tell him. He's trying to plant his left hook. Potter. What does Williams do? Can he go on?
Well, normally a fighter would walk to the side here. This is a show of courage which probably he could do without, because if he gets knocked out here, no one will listen to excuses later. He's unfit to box. If that shoulder is gone, he's unfit to box. He should walk to the side. He should walk to the side here and just declare it's all over. Nobody would hold anything against him.
Well, it came from an overhand right that he threw that glanced off Potter's shoulder. John Coyle, obviously, doesn't look too worried about it. Williams tries to get the right hand up to protect himself. I wonder if he's
hoping maybe it's like a muscular spasm type thing which is going to clear, but that doesn't look like that to me.
Well, he hasn't thrown one punch with the right hand, and look, when he goes back to his corner, what are they going to do? The doctor's in there, having a look at the board, and he's complaining to Jim McDonnell, obviously in pain. Well, Julius Francis, sitting next to me, says he can't go on with this sort of injury. What do you think, Jim?
No, I'll tell you, first of all, what a tremendous show of courage. He never complained about it. He got on with the job with one hand. Superb show of courage, but if he's not right, he has to get out of there.
That was the shot.
Yep, that's knocked out. I think that the punch was partially blocked. Probably his arm landed on Potter's elbow and just wrenched the shoulder. Yep, that's what's happened.
It looks, though, as though it's popped back in, because the bone on the right side is not there. You just got a rub on it. But how much will that have taken out of Danny Williams? Now Potter must be aware of that. The corner would have told him. Fourth round of a dramatic heavyweight fight here at Wembley. We've had knockdowns, a point taken away from Danny Williams for a low blow, a shoulder coming out. What on earth next? Left to the body from Potter. Williams has got to get the jab out and go back to his boxing, even with this problem.
Well, he's definitely struggling here. Potter is the one fired up, the one throwing the punches.
Great heart and courage from Danny Williams. He may have switched on and off in fights in the past, and attitudes, certainly his mental one, coming into question at times in fights, but you can't argue here that he wants this and wants it bad. But how does he win it from here?
Well, I wonder maybe if he's hoping Potter is going to run out of steam. But he's going to have to get himself back in, use his good arm, try to keep Potter at long range. But Potter's coming right through the jab.
And the left again was low, and John Coyle immediately gives Mark Potter another time out. And he's having a serious word. 2 points. 2 points this time. 3 off Danny Williams in total for low blows. Well, we didn't have any low blows with Andrew Galotta last night. We've got it here in the British heavyweight fight.
Yeah, we're getting 24 hours later. But that's a disaster points-wise for Williams, because he's struggling already. But no question, the referee has been lenient with him, and 2 points, I think you have to say that's deserved.
Well, possibly the most eventful start to a fight of the year. Unbelievable. You couldn't write something like this. Potter using his strength to lean all over Williams.
See, up close, Potter's putting his head out of harm's way. But Williams can't land a decent punch on it, and he's clubbing away with these thumping shots.
And it's Potter who's been first to the jab. Williams tries the body shot. He can't afford to go low again. Surely he'll be thrown out if that happens.
Well, you've got to say one more low punch and it's all over, because referee Coyle can't do anything else. That's 3 points have been taken away.
Remember, John Coyle, one of our most experienced referees, who conducted that Tyson Savaris farce, 38 seconds at Hampden Park, when he tried to stop it, and Tyson wanted more. Potter, Potter, the Wembley crowd chant. But it's been a nightmare for Danny Williams. But he's still in there.
Potter is just not allowing him to work. He has to try to back this guy up if he wants to hang on to these titles.
He doesn't seem to have the strength at the moment to do that. There's worried looks in the Williams corner. Andrew Galotta style. Ooh.
Yep, no question once again, no question. I think actually John Coyle actually toyed with the idea, how do I treat this? It took plenty of time, then decided 2 points. I think he was on the verge of a disqualification then.
Is that a 10-8 round then to Potter?
Yeah, I thought, well, you can actually call it a 10-7 rounds if you think he's won the round. But Williams fared not so bad in that round. It was a difficult one to judge. I've scored it 10-8 to Potter.
Well, on Jim's card, 5 points in front already, Mark Potter. Danny, wake up, says Spencer Fear and his best friend just behind me. Here's the fifth. Williams' Commonwealth title on the line, the vacant British belt too. Potter in the black trunks, Williams in white and red. Both men have been down. Whether they were legitimate knockdowns, well, the argument will continue for weeks, unsure. Danny Williams has been deducted 3 points for low blows, and his shoulder has popped out and back in again. But he's having difficulty leading the jab.
He's been backed up, that's the difficulty he has. He's not been allowed to come. Oh, beautiful
Right
punch.
uppercuts, 2 right uppercuts from Potter. Williams in serious trouble. He comes back with a left hook of his own. Worrying moments for Williams now.
Williams has to back this guy up if he wants to get back into this fight. Has to get some body weight behind his punches, get his body weight moving forward.
He slips there, Danny Williams. And that's gentlemanly from Potter, putting out the glove to touch hands.
I'm still looking to see how effective Williams' right hand is.
It's almost non-existent. He tries the uppercuts, but the overhand right he did again was what pulled the shoulder out, and I don't think we'll see too many more of those.
Well, he's thrown it then. But Potter giving everything he has here, just forcing himself forward.
Back comes Williams. What courage from the man from Brixton. He walks into another uppercut from Potter. That's been his best punch.
I think Potter is showing the best form of his life here tonight. He's looked upon this the biggest chance of his life, and he's going for it.
Yes, he is the Southern Area champion after beating rival Danny Watts, but he's got 2 defeats on his record, Mark Potter. And many thought this had come too early. He was floored in his debut by Joe Bugner Jr. But he showed resilience and good boxing skills here. Right hand lands flash. It's almost desperation tactics for Williams now.
The Potter just won't allow him to work. He's just bulldozing him around the ring, staying right on top of him, denying him the room or the leverage in his punches.
But can he keep it going?
Well, no signs yet. He doesn't look in any worse shape than Williams does.
Blood coming from his nose. Another right hook from Potter. A lot of energy being sapped out of both fighters. At the end of 5 quite compelling rounds. Beautiful.
Great variety from Potter in that round. Some of his work has looked a bit crude, but the boxing and the uppercuts in that round were spot on. Beautiful punches, full power shots right through the guard. Looked for the target, not wild shots. Looked for the target, bang, right through. Some lovely technique from Potter in that round. Williams did come back for a couple of spells, but another big round for Potter. Right? Imagination, body shots, switching between head and body, uppercuts. We're seeing it all from Potter here.
It's lucky that Williams has got a good chin, never been down in his career, although he was knocked out in the amateurs. Success, all for Potter. Over 100 landed. Here's the 6th. Danny Williams facing a mountainous task to turn around this contest, but then, as we all know, one punch in the heavyweight division can do just that.
Williams must start coming forward if he wants to take these 2 titles home tonight.
Oh, but he backs up
again, I think.
The shoulder's gone, it's come out again, he can't fight. The corner look on as Danny Williams holds on for dear life in Mark Potter. It's completely gone, the shoulder. I don't know whether he's looking at the corner. Jim McDonald is surely going to have to put him out.
Have to get him out.
He cannot fight on now, Danny Williams. He's now backed off in his corner. He's using one arm. Again, the guts of the Brixton fighter.
But this is too early in the round, Adam. He wants to get himself out of there. He's surely his corner have realised this. Look at his arm.
Well, I don't know what pain he must be going through in there, Danny Williams. But he hasn't even got a guard with that right hand. What's keeping him in this?
Adam, there's a difference between retiring with a bad arm and being knocked out, and he's going to get knocked out if he hasn't got a defence against these punches.
Absolutely. Look how far out the shoulder blade has come. For the second time, it's come loose in the fight. He tries.
Surely he's corner are clapping their hands to get back into the fight. They've obviously not noticed the arm.
How could they not do this? The courage of Danny Williams. We saw last night Andrew Galotta quitting on his stool, not wanting any more. This man here is fighting for pride. He's in a no-win situation and he will not give up.
He's
Incredible.
got no defence, obviously, against the left hook.
And still they clap in the corner.
Yet they're clapping him forward. Oh, he's got it!
That's unbelievable from Williams, and Potter is out. I don't know whether he's going to make it. That is astonishing. He's up, just about. In goes Williams, fighting with one arm. He's hit Potter again. The referee stopped him. He's come in. He's down for the second time. The count's at 5. Potter's got nothing left. What a turnaround. He can hardly warm up, Potter. And Williams has him down again. It's over. It's over. Unbelievable stuff here at Wembley. Danny Williams fighting on instinct and bravery with one arm, has won the British heavyweight title at the second attempt and retained his Commonwealth belt in one of the most bizarre fights I have ever seen.
Adam, if you saw this in a Rocky movie, you would say they have gone over the top. This was unbelievable.
Danny Williams.
A tremendous show of courage. Then with the one hand he did have, perfect left hook, finishes the job.
He is in agony, Danny Williams. He's won, but his shoulder is out and will obviously need immediate treatment. I mean, remember, Carl Thompson was kept out of the ring for 10 months after a similar injury. Well, Mark Potter was so far up on the cards, and out of the blue, Williams found, I don't know what he did.
Well, I remember the night I saw Nigel Benn and Gerald McLaren, I said no praise is too high for the performance of both guys that night, and I feel the same way tonight about Danny Williams. All the criticism he suffered in the past got washed away tonight. Tremendous show of everything that's good in boxing: skill, courage, bravery, just disregarding pain totally. Unbelievable.
7 days ago we saw Colin Dunn and Billy Schwer give the performance of their lives. Everyone said fight of the year. What about this? You've got to say, incredible. And look at the pain poor Danny Williams is in. He's retained his belt and won the British title. It should be the happiest moment of his life. And of course, he is in such turmoil there. Oh, your heart goes out to him.
Yeah, but this is a night when the pain's gone and the injury has healed. His stock has risen so high tonight, and it won't go back down again. People will remember a performance like this.
And well done to Mark Potter for making it such a thrilling encounter. I mean, he only came in at 7 days' notice. He had Williams on the floor. He survived the low blows. He was up probably 6, maybe 7 points on the cards, and on the verge of becoming a double champion himself. Well, well, well. Boxing never ceases to amaze. And after the fiasco in Michigan last night, we have a memorable domestic encounter. The paramedics all around him, Potter on his feet. He's the one that looks like he could have won. I mean, it's incredible, even these scenes. But obviously he will be bitterly disappointed. One punch in heavyweight boxing can change everything.
Yeah, what a tremendous left hook it was that turned the whole fight around. I mean, it's bad enough only having the one arm, but it lost every round on the cards. Everything going against him, struggling badly, severe pain, and he pulls a punch like that out of the blue.
Well, Danny Williams is about to get to his feet. He's helped aloft. And that shoulder, look at it. Oh dear. Well, if Carl Thompson's out there watching, he will be able to sympathise with the agony that Williams is in, but the ecstasy he will surely feel when that shoulder's right. He may be lying in a hospital bed tonight, but he is the British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion, and rarely have you seen a fighter show so much courage.
You start to worry too about a future career. A shoulder that comes out can continue to come out. Obviously only had one hand here. His corner hadn't spotted that, and look at the left hook he comes out with. He couldn't even deliver the punch probably because it affects your own balance when one of your arms is gone. So your own balance is not right, but look at the way he gets power into this. He's not set properly. Bang, beautiful left hook, bang on the chin.
Phenomenal uppercut. And he's being strapped up in the ring, Danny Williams. As you see, his victory blows. He didn't throw that right arm at all.
No, he hardly used it the whole night. I mean, he damaged it early. It seemed to pull itself together again, but it was never right even at that point. So he's done the complete job virtually with one hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 41 seconds of round 6, the referee has stopped the contest. Mark Potter in no position to continue. The winner, a new British heavyweight champion and still heavyweight champion of the Commonwealth, Danny Williams!
Tremendous for Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you appreciation for a very fine loser, a very gutsy performance indeed, please. Your appreciations, Mark Potter!
Look at those pictures of the two fighters. You have witnessed something special here at Wembley.
You can see Danny has dislocated his shoulder. He's in tremendous pain. He has to leave the ring. The doctors want to take him to hospital straight away. Please give him a big round of applause.
I think we should say both fighters' reputations have been enhanced tonight, because what a tremendous show at short notice Mark Potter put up tonight.